Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, the weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, green hydrogen presenting South Africa with good target point, and further drive needed to push gender transformation in the mining industry. Green hydrogen is presenting South Africa with a good target point at a time when the African continent is on the cusp of a massive revolution in the energy space.
I think we are really in the cusp of a massive revolution in the energy space right now. Events in places like the Ukraine have proven that increasingly dependencies on single fuel sources are proving to be extremely challenging. And while we have some particular challenges in South Africa, a lot of the globe was faced with an energy crisis. When you start to hear about Europe facing energy bankruptcy issues, grid constraint issues, etc., it becomes a little bit worrying, because we have tended to look at Europe in particular as a role model. So right now we are busy transitioning. We have a climate crisis alongside our energy crisis, and ultimately we need to find a way to decarbonize. So for South Africa in particular, the ability to transition through less carbon intensive fuel sources ultimately to green hydrogen, I think, is incredibly important, and possibly the only way that we can truly create an energy transition.
There has been some progress in the necessary drive to transform the mining industry in terms of gender parity. However, much work still remains to be done.
Women are actually active, meaningful participants in the sector. We've made an impact in construction and in the healthcare sector with all our efforts to make sure that South Africa was mitigating the impact of COVID. We saw that portfolio, benefit from the investments in COVID fighting sectors at the time. And within the mining sector, there's one that we're particularly proud of. It's called Standard Trading. It was a majority youth-owned business at the time we funded, and it's women-owned, and they have contracts with Exxaro's Matla Mine and Anglo American. So these are some of the efforts we'd like to support more and more to ensure that we are ensuring, the equitable participation in the mining industry and also across all the productive sectors of the economy.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.